Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a predict game using ReactJS. So as you can see, this is the app I'm going to create, and this is the game engine for the app. As you can see, so when I press spacebar, the ball starts moving to different angles, and as you can see, when you align your user or this panel, this picket deliver panel with the same with the ball, we get incremented with the 10 points. As you can see, I have incremented to 20 points. So you start moving the panel correct to where the ball is for us to get 10 points. Guys, as you can see, I've got default files for React project, and this is my app.js, and as you can see, I have a router and just this app provider. I'll explain what it does, then the route, and for the default I've made a component named game. Then inside this component, inside this component game, I just created this div with the game value. As you can see, this is the view from the web browser. So want to make some changes and start developing our game engine. So okay, so we give a class name of game wrapper. So our game is going to have a wall top, so we have a class name, the wall top. Okay, then also our game is going to have a wall bottom. Then at the middle we are going to create our bow. Then we're going to have let's just say a user, like the panel, let's just say it panel, the panel for predicting where the ball is and starting to display the points. And for points one, we just have a points d for displaying points, and for starting let's just have 0. And for the panel, I'll just name this panel picket delivery. Okay, then we create a css file, game.css file. Okay, then we import it as game.css, right? Then we want to make some styles for the game wrapper. Then we go back to our game.css. Then we select our class game wrapper and we give it a width of 100%, then height 100% of video height. Okay, then we give it a position fixed. Okay, and we give it a background color of linear gradient. Let's start with pink. I'll change this, and this one green color. Then for the pink, I'll choose this one. Okay, then for the green color, want a light one. For the pink, you have this one. Okay, cool, right? Then for the wall top, okay, we have a height of 10 pixels. Then we have a border, 4 pixels dotted, HT3 with the gray color. Okay, let's remove the size of this height and give it a position, fixed, and top 0. Okay, then width, that's 100%. And as you can see, we have a nice wall top. Then for the wall bottom, we have the same styles, so we are going to copy this and paste it inside the wall bottom. Then here give it a bottom, not top, proper bottom. And as you can see, we have a nice bottom. Then and for the game wrapper, we have a left of 0, so that everything will be aligned starting from the left. Okay, then for the bow, we have a width of 20 pixels, height 20 pixels, background color green, then border radius, we have 50%. Okay, then how about if we change the size to be 40 pixels for the board to be bigger enough. Okay, then we give a position of absolute, because we want this board to be moving, and a display of block. Okay, so I want this board to be moving, and also want to have a panel. The panel we just created, so the panel should be a position, fixed, bottom, you have 20 pixels. Okay, then left, we change this one. Let's just start with 50%, and we have a background. Let's just select white, and padding we have 10 pixels, 7 pixels. Okay, or we can change this to be 8. Yeah, then border radius, we have 0 pixels. Then for border radius, we have 0 pixels, then 50 pixels, and 0 pixels again. Then we have another 50 pixels. Okay, as you can see, and our padding, how about you use this one, 15 or 16 pixels. And as you can see, we have a nice panel at the bottom. Then we want to have for the points div, we have a position of fixed, then top 50%. Okay, then left 40%. Okay, then we have a color white. Okay, then font size close this, that's why we're getting an error. And font size of 18 pixels, then font weight 900, and we have a nice div for showing the points we have get from the app. Then let's jump back to our game.jsx. So this game is going to have use effect only. So for the state management, we are not going to use state, and I'll tell you why. I'm not using use state. We are going to use a let inside the use effect. So we have this use effect from React use effect hook. Okay, then so we want to get some events from our document. So the event we are going to listen is the key press. So the key press, we are going to get it from document dot add event listener key press. Okay, then we check the event if it is a function, and for making some effects into our game engine, we're going to select some elements. So first of all, we're going to select game wrapper. Go to document dot query selector. Okay, so we select this game wrapper first of all. Okay, then the second element we are going to select is a ball. So we say ball, go to document dot query selector dot ball. There is another element you are going to select is points wrapper. We are going to show some points when the user got predicted successfully, and going to add into the DOM. So we're going to select our points wrapper. Okay, another element you are going to select is panel. And panel is the most thing we are going to use, because this panel we're going to move it left right from these bottoms. As you can see, this is our panel, and we want it to move so that it can be able to predict where the ball is and get some points. Okay, so to select an element, we use a query selector. Then the target is panel. Okay, then we save the file. To see if our event is working fine, we alert something when we do a key press. Then we have event. Then inside the event, your object event, we have many properties, and the one we are going to use here is called the key, so that we are going to be able to get the value of key like a and W also something like that. So let's save the file and go to the browser and load. So as you can see, when I press A, I get the alert of A. Then when I press D, I get the value of D. So the user, when clicks A and W, want to move this panel to different angles. So in this case, I'm going to use the switch. Okay, so the key we're going to switch is event.key. Okay, then case A, and if it's A, so we know the panel should move to left. If it's A, then we have another case. If it's D, we break, and we move panel to the right, move panel to the right. So for doing that, we select our panel. Okay, before we do that, let's create some variables. So we name it panel top. Panel top start will be 0. Then we have points because we want to increment some points. Start with having 0. Okay, then points again. Then we have is going down. The ball is going down. If the ball is going down, to be false, then is pause supposed to true. Okay, that's some variables we're going to use. Then here the panel, if it's A, we increment. Then we have also a panel left because we want the panel to move to left and right, so we have a left side, right? Then when it starts, it will be 40%, right? Then we are going to change it here. When it's A, you want it to move to the left, so we say panel left, panel left equals to minus is equals to 10. So each and every going to move to the left side with 10%. Then for the style, we have a property style. Okay, style dot left is equals to, then we have panel left. Okay, then with percentage. Okay, so let's test this one out. Let's remove the alert thing and save here. When I reload, when I start moving, pressing A, you see our panel is moving to the left. Then when we press D, want it to have to increment with 10% to the right, so we say plus instead of minus, so we just add 10% so that we can increment the value with 10%. So easy. we have our panel moving. When you press D and you press A, so as you can see, our game is at the pause right now. So to change to play, so okay, we have another key code. Let's just, from our event, we have a property named key code. So let's get key code and see. So we want to target spacebar. We want to see what's the value of key code of a spacebar. So as you can see, the key code of spacebar is 32. So I'm going to write an if statement. If event dot key code equals to 32, then you know this is a spacebar. This is a spacebar, and we change the is pause to false. Okay, then we have a variable name is pause is equals to, or not is equal to, is pause, because the user can pause the game infinite times, so it can be changed into, if it is true it can change to false, it is false it will change to true. Okay, so the right beneath the switch statement, I'm going to write an interval. So we say interval set interval. Okay, to start running the game, so that the ball will start doing changing its angles to different angles. So the position, so I want interval to run each and every 1 second. Okay, then the use effect should have a cleanup function. Okay, so we just name this function interval const interval is equals to set interval of 1 second. Then we return a clean up function. Okay, of clear interval, then with the variable name interval we just created on top. Then to make our code simple and easy to use, how about if I cut this switch statement? Okay, the switch statement, I cut this one out. Okay, this should be at the bottom here, and this one we write arrow function. This one is for creating the panel movement, so it's just like panel movement. Then panel movement takes an event. Okay, then we paste the switch statement. Then right beneath on line number 22, then we have a panel movement with the event. Okay, then for the cleanup function, we have a window dot remove event listener key press. then with the panel movement. Okay, so to say we save the file and reload the browser and see if our panel is moving fine. Okay, as you can see, the panel is moving fine. Okay, so before we start, we check if the game is at the pause mode. So it's not pause mode, so we write an if statement and not is pause. We do some, and if not is pause, we start running the game. Okay, so to run the game, we first start moving the ball from top to bottom. So we select the ball, then style dot top is equals to, so we say ball top is equals to 0. Then here we say ball top plus percentage, right? Then we also increment with 10, right? We say ball top plus goes to 10. Okay, then when I reload and when I press spacebar, as you can see, our ball start moving each and every second. Okay, so our code is working fine. So we want it, when it reach our this down, we want it to go top again. When it reach on top, goes down again. So for doing that, we select our game wrapper, or let's just say if we have a panel, if let's start with the ball, if ball dot offset top, want to get the top value of the ball, and when it is greater or equals to panel dot offset top. Okay, then we set is pause. Okay, or it's going down, not is pause, is going down, is going down to false. It will start to be true. Let's is going, okay, is going down. Change this variable name to be is going down. It start like is going down to be true. Okay, then copy this variable and make sure they're the same, and right here under beneath is pause. Remove this else statement. We check if is going down to is true, right? Is true. We increment the bottom with 10, so it will be going down. Otherwise, else our bottom will be minus 10, then with the value just like this. Then we change again the position of the ball. Copy this line for changing the position. So this one, if the ball offset top and the panel reach here, so the ball, if the ball reach at this point, want the ball to start moving upwards. So let's test this one out. So if the ball offset top is greater than equals to panel, how about, so we have, yeah, this is the panel, set it false, this one to minus. Okay, as you can see, it seems like there's an error here. Let's try to figure out the thing. How about we console dot log, okay, ball dot offset top, then with the panel. Okay, then we save. When I go to the console, okay, and this, as you can see, we get the minus value. So if not is pause, so is pause start with true, and as you can see, this is our ball. Do we do reload and we hit a space bar? As you can see, the ball is decreasing down. So I want to see if it reaches down. I want it to start again going on top. So how about we alert is the ball reaches down. Okay, you see, go to the console here, select the space bar, so as you can see, we're getting a minus. The ball reaches down, right? When we hit enter, want the ball to start going upwards. So we say ball to start the top will be minus 10, right? Then it start going on different position. Then let me go and check the ball. Okay, I gave it the position of absolute. It should be fixed D, and panel should be fixed D. Okay, so that the offset values should be the same, because it should take the whole bunch of things. So if not is pause, then otherwise we do the effect right inside this. Okay, when I do reload and I click spacebar, you see the ball starts decreasing, and we see what do you get? Okay, so the ball reaches down, then we hit okay, then it start going upwards, so our code is working fine. Okay, right? So we want our ball to be changing the position, like going to different angles, like changing the position so that the user can predict where the ball is and get some points. So in this case we are going to use, so we say let numbers is equals to array, then we have 10. So make sure to use the percentage, the values which are not going to move our board to somewhere we will not see. Like if it's 110%, so the ball will not see it inside the browser, because we need to use the percentages like zero, in between 0 to 100%, so that the ball will be just moving in this game engine. Okay, so we have 20, then we have 30, then we have 40, up to 90 or 100. So you have 90 here. We want to be a random value, and I'm going to show you how we're going to create that one. Then we have 70, then we have 80. Okay, then save, then const random. Want to get a random value from that array is math dot flow. Okay, then math dot random times, okay, numbers dot length. Want to get the value, the random value from the numbers in between the length of our array, so that we can select. Okay, so when the ball is moving from top to bottom, we want also to be changing the position of it. So we say ball dot style, okay, dot left is equals to so goes to numbers, okay, with the index. So our index is going to be random, then we set percentage sign, then we are going to do the same for the top thing here, just like this. We save, then when we reload and we hit a space bar, so our left is not working. Total left photo styles goes to numbers, right? Then we select a random value, okay, why our left is not working? We hit a space bar, okay. Maybe if I change the board to absolute, it will work. Okay, I reload, I hit save, position fixed, then left. How about start with 10%, save. Okay, when I hit a space, sorry, when I select this, and reload and hit spacebar. The boy is not changing. Why the boy is not changing? Want to the boy to change position. Let's see if it goes down, start going up again without changing. So why is it not changing? Okay, so we say math.random is a function, right? That's where we were getting this error. So when I hit spacebar, and as you can see, the ball start moving to different positions, and then the user starts to predict where the ball is. So for adding that functionality, so we start going when the ball is going down, okay, and then going down, and note it goes to pause, okay. When the ball is going down, and you want to check if panel dot offset left is equals to, with the ball, then offset left again, then we see the user have predicted correct ball value. Then we do what? We increment points with 10 points. We increment points with 10 points. With 10 points. Then after that, we select our points wrapper, then in HTML, and we add the points to the DOM. Okay, let's check this one out, and I hit spacebar. Let's start predicting. As you can see, I have added some 10 points because I have predicted correct the value of the ball. As you can see, the ball disappears. I don't know why. Let's check this one out. I do load, I hit a spacebar. How about I do this left things under beneath, then the ball offset top right on this top, then if the user predicted successfully, then we increment the value. Then let's hit a spacebar so that the game will start running. So this is a difficult game, guys, so that it's not easy for user to predict where the game will be. And as you can see, when the ball reaches on this top, we want to change the direction so that we start going down like once again. So we go this here, and if ball, okay, ball dot offset top is less than or equals to 0, then we change the direction so it's going down, is equals to true. Okay, so when I save this and I reload, so when the ball gets to this down wall, it will go up once again. Then when it reaches this top of the game engine, it changes the direction again and start going downwards. And as you can see, when the ball gets to this wall top, it starts going down, and when it reaches this down wall, it starts going to upwards, right? Okay, so our game is working fine. So when we hit a spacebar, and you see our games is paused, then when we hit a spacebar again, our game starts playing. Okay, so this is how this is what it takes, guys, for us to have a predict game using ReactJS. Okay, guys, so in another video we are going to add some functionality for having a timeout, and also the game over, like if our timeout runs down to a certain point and the user can be the one who's going to set that timeout. So okay, guys, thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon.